To make our abortion week more personal and much more practical, I want you to think of all the readings and ideas as you being challenged to overthrow my position. Take your position and show me that my position is wrong. So here's my position. My position is that some, maybe many, abortions are immoral. But also some, maybe many, abortions are morally permissible. And so notice this idea, right? I think it's a case-by-case thing, and some of you would agree with that. But I think that this demands you say that abortions must be available and legal. Because, here's the problem, determining which cases are moral and which cases are immoral can't be done well with law. I am not just saying that this law would have to be written in a very subtle and moral way using Kant and Marcus and all of these things. I'm saying that implementing it would not arrive at the right sorts of decisions. Because can you imagine cases, think of a rape, someone with a pregnancy that really threatens her health. Think of someone where it's a very coercive pregnancy. Think of severe financial and social hardship cases. Could you imagine having to go in front of a bureaucracy or go in front of a judge, and you are that woman trying to prove that you qualify morally for this abortion? Now, of course, that is obviously adding suffering to the threat she's already facing, but it also leaves this open to human error, mistakes in applying the laws, making them sensitive to the moral things that should be relevant. For example, now take a Kant sort of position. A woman is supposed to state out her maxims so we can see that her intentions are moral. Could you imagine a judge trying to be the arbiter in a case like this? Again, clear. So we are left with the fact that a woman is the only one that can judge the morality of her own pregnancy case. And so yes, this means that might mean immoral abortions are allowed, but that is the only way we make sure to allow the moral ones. Now, we need to make two careful qualifiers, but I think the challenge is clear, right? Defend yourself against my position. But I need to make two quick tangents. First, you have to live up to the fact, and this is obvious, that there are many laws that don't correlate with morality. There are plenty of things that are moral but illegal, plenty of things that are immoral but legal. Now, most of the time, this is because laws would overreach when we try to make them apply to every moral nuance. Think of something corny. Is it illegal to jaywalk even when it's perfectly safe? And the morality of jaywalking is to protect people from traffic, right? To keep people safe. Well, is it illegal to do so even when it's safe? Sure, right? Because that's just how the laws are very specific in their scope. Okay, think of something more important. Is it perfectly legal to be a very unenthusiastic, underprepared, and uncaring teacher? Is it perfectly legal to be an uncaring parent, a strict parent? Not abusive, but strict and unloving and not encouraging to your kids. Are these things legal? Well, yeah, they are. Because could you imagine trying to police such things? Right? We would have too much oversight, less privacy, less freedom. But, of course, these things are completely immoral. All right. The second tangent we need is on the topic of self-defense. This will come up in applications of abortion, and you'll see it in the readings. But I want to be careful because I think our society's ideas of what is justified killing in self-defense make no sense morally or logically. Okay, so watch. To my mind, you need three things to justify killing someone in self-defense, and let me illustrate each of them in a second. First, the threat to you has to be dire. Good? I cannot kill someone just because they scratched my car or they're threatening to key my car. I can't kill someone because they're coming after me with a stick, right? I can't shoot someone in the head because they're going to hit me with a stick. That's insane. Second, killing has to be the only way to deter these threats. If the threat is grave, it has to be the only way killing to stop that threat. If a little kid is coming after me with a large knife, like, ooh, that could be really threatening, big knife, and all I have to use is the palm to the forehead trick or trip the kid, and then I'm completely safe, I can't kill for that reason. I can't kill because someone's on my property and I'm afraid. I mean, come on. Killing has to be the only way to deter these threats. Thirdly, and this will come up, look up the Zimmerman trial. Look up the Rittenhouse trials. These are insane. Thirdly, you have to be innocent of the threat that's to come. In other words, I can't start beating someone, some normal person, start beating them up. And then when they come back at me, I can't kill them to stop them because I am not innocent of the threat that I am now faced with. Again, go to Zimmerman Rittenhouse. You can't go around threatening people with guns and then say self-defense when they try to defend themselves against your threats. Right? I can't be like some serial killer with hostages and then say, oh, I had to kill the police because they were threatening to kill me. No, you created the threat. You're not innocent of it. So your self-defense isn't in a context of innocent self-defense.